Why hello there, and welcome back to Megaman square root of -1. So, I can tell you the votes, it was a tie between Doodle Bob and Milk. So for today, we're actually going to hit Milk first because I believe he's actually a weekly Illuminati. Next time though, we're going to take on Doodle Bob. Let's start. Oh yeah, look at that glass of milk. Alright, so before we start off, let's see if we can pull up our menu here. There we go. And go with the Illuminati tape. Now, the Illuminati tape's kind of a neat weapon, actually. What it does is, well, when it hits enemies, it says Illuminati confirmed, and it allows you to go right by them unharmed, and they'll stay that way until you throw them off screen, I think. Now that obviously looks like a death pit, so we're gonna go off to the right here. We just gotta select our characters, there we go, rush. Oh, check it out, it's a power-up. Charge hold. We're gonna make good use of this later on. Yeah, I didn't want to fall into the spikes there, so... Now that thing looks like it's something you can shoot at, but it's not. As you can see here. What that thing does is it acts as a, I guess a pill, or more or less a poison pill. So since we took said poison pill, we're actually going to slowly lose health as the stage progresses. And no, not even the Mighty Milk can help us. I want that book. Let's see if we can get it. I think we need Rush for this, though. There we go. And... oh, missed. Oh well. So that red pill there is going to help us by making sure we're not poisoned anymore. Alright, so this. Now, normally I am adverse to invisible blocks like this, but these are actually pretty cool in how they operate. And I'll explain that when we get to it. Right now, what you should have known is you need Illuminati tape for this area. Or at least a charge shot, but I died. So, let's try this again. I will get to you, Milk. Oh, yes. So, let's see what happens if we don't use Illuminati tape on these guys. Now, it's pretty interesting that instead of shooting cannonballs at us, they actually shoot what looks like, Heatman's flames at us. And yes, the charge shot works wonders here because it gets rid of those guys in one shot, which you need because you're going to slowly lose health as you progress. Alright, so, do we get that book this time? I'm going to hopefully say yes. Yeah! There we go. Alright. Of course, we still gotta take that guy out. One buster shot will also do the trick to them. So if you don't have the Illuminati tape, you can at least do that, right? But, this is what the Illuminati tape is for anyway, right? So we just gotta line up to him. And there we go. Harmless. Oh god, there's another one. Now those fish really won't do anything to you. They only go up and down, so they're there as to block your path. These cannon guys are a little more threatening. But they're gone too. Alright, so I think here's where you get to see one of the cool features these blocks actually do that you don't see in really any other Mega Man game. Alright, so if we can get it launching here. There we go. Alright, you saw how I passed through that, right? Normally in, like, the regular Mega Man game, you wouldn't be able to do that. You would hit your head, and then you would die, making a precision jumping where you'd have to time the jump to get to the one above. But no, here, you can just wait for it to show up and go. I really like that touch. But we're still pretty low on health because we've been poisoned. Alright. So, who do we get for mid-boss today? Why hey, it's Sheepman. Now, the only real way to get to Sheepman is... well, you can actually kind of see it right there, the invisible block. What you're supposed to do is avoid all his attacks, wait for the block to appear, and then take a shot at him. So now, let's see what happens if we use the Illuminati tape on him. There we go. Ha! So, what actually happens is we kind of break him. Yeah. So, like most enemies, well, unlike most enemies, I'll say, he actually doesn't stay frozen, but we kind of break him where he doesn't attack anymore. So, the only real way to do any harm to him now is to use our rush adapter or rush coil and just hit him. Thankfully, he's weak to regular shots. Oh gosh. This would have ended badly had I run out of rush coil before I come into this fight. Come on now. There we go. Alright, so once more, it looks like we got a death pit. And a guy that just constantly fires on us. So instead of going down that pit, we're gonna go up. As soon as I get rushed in the right place here, which isn't right there. Let's try this again. Now that actually is the right spot to put him, but you have to time your jump correctly so you don't hit the ceiling as you try to latch onto the ladder. Like that. Alright, so, this is another neat one. So as you saw, you can wait on the top one there and wait for the bottom one to go to the right, instead of jumping on top, going left, then going right. So let's try it out. Yeah. And boom! Second book. I do not know what these books are for, though. I guess we'll find out later on. And of course, the spikes got me in the end. Alright, well, that's no problem. So, let's not try to Illuminati tape the frog once we get to him. Let's see what happens if we just take him on normally. Now, as you can see, his shots track to where your Y position was. So they're kind of easy to dodge, sort of, but not really. And this was just an easy invisible block puzzle. Just wait, jump, and go. Oh, poison, so we'll start losing health here. Now, I actually don't know what those red balls are for either, so I can't really say. I know they're like a collectible because they do show up on the status screen. Ah well. Alright. Looks like we're at the boss. Now, if this stage has taught me anything, it is that Illuminati tape is its weakness. And boom. But actually no. Huh. Didn't really look like he did that much damage at all. Alright, well let's try the yeah, there we go. Looks like the Mega Buster actually does about the same amount of damage. So maybe the Illuminati tape wasn't its weakness. But it sure as hell was Sheepman's weakness though. Alright, so this guy's pretty cool. He uses a lot of the shots you saw throughout the level. Like the cannon guys had Heatman's Flame Wave. So that's what the boss has. And you also had the arrows from the frog. The boss also has that. However, the boss does Milk has one more move. And we'll be seeing that a little later. In fact, it's a move he won't stop using once he's in desperation mode. In fact, that's actually it right there. Once you knock the boss into desperation, that's all he's going to use. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool that he actually won't come down. Like that he'll actually jump over you when he comes out at an attack. Or at least just come down a little bit, then jump to the right or left. So, we don't have any more tape to use. So let's try just, well, using the Mega Buster on him. There we go. Now, of course, it really is a little bit about timing. When he's taking his shots at you while on the ground, you can hit him more than once, but I'm a little bad at this, so I don't do as well as most people would here. But, I will say, he is a lot easier than the first boss we took on. A lot easier. Alright, so, can we get him up? There we are. So now it's a matter of timing our jumps, or timing where he's gonna come down and hit him. Because he actually won't stay down on the ground for too long. So you actually gotta fire your shot off before he hits the ground in order to hit him. There we go. So he's down to one pellet. I think we can just take him out with normal shots. Like that. Nice. Right, Bretman, what do we got? Come on. Ah, sweet milk spray. I almost wish it would come out of our nose, though. But whatever. That looks pretty cool. So let's save. Save. There we go. Let's do it again. And I think one more time for good measure. There we are. Alright, so join me next time as we take on Doodle Bob. I'll see you there.